I want to talk to you about one of the best little gadgets that I found, and it's this Taylor Precision Folding Stem Digital Thermometer. I love it. I decided to do a video on this thermometer after cooking a turkey and realizing that I didn't buy one of the extra pop-ups that tells you when the turkey is ready. So to the rescue, I just pulled out my little thermometer, and I bought this on Amazon for about 12 bucks. Really great deal, and believe me, it's worth every penny. So I use this thermometer for all the different kinds of meats, and what I did was I went onto the internet and I just searched food charts, and then I looked for some of my favorites, and I ended up choosing this food chart, which I really like, and it really just tells me, you know, what temperature to cook my beef, so my roast or my steaks, even my hamburgers. I know what temperature, depending on how well cooked I like them. Also, I don't do lamb, so I could have scratched that, but my poultry, my chicken, and like I said, I did the turkey, so that was perfect. And then pork, the temperature for the pork. And then tonight we're gonna do fish, so I'm pulling out my meat thermometer. So tonight we're cooking fish, and one thing that's really important, I'm going to try something different, but it's important to make sure that the oil in the pan is hot enough. I want it to be 350, 375. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on my little temperature, digital temperature gauge here, and go ahead and put it in here to make sure that my temperature for my fish is perfect. Another thing I do is I use it for my candy. After breaking a couple candy thermometers, I decided to go with the digital, and it works perfectly. All right, so looking at my temperature for my oil, it looks like it's already at 355 and rising, so I know that it's perfect. So another thing we use this for is out in our smoker, you know, it's not a real long stem, but the stem is about 3 inches long, so it works great to test the meat in the smoker. Our fish is almost done, so I'm going to show you how easy this is to use. In the back, there's just a on and off switch. I just push the button, and then it turns on right away. Let me show you the front view, okay? So it's off and then on. It will just take a second to kick on there. And then you can also adjust it. I use Fahrenheit, but there's also, if you use Celsius, there's on the bottom, you could switch that back and forth. And then that's it. You just stick it in the meat to see if it's done. Now I know using my temperature guide that I want my fish to be about 145 or when it starts flaking. So I'm just gonna go ahead and check the meat, the fish. It's probably not done yet, but I wanna go ahead and check it. It's getting really close. But the other thing is I wanna check in a couple different places because the meat in the pan where it's positioned, especially since I have an electric stove, may vary, or just thicker and thinner pieces will vary. So I just want to kind of check around and make sure it works. But that's all there is to it. Then I just turn it off when I'm done. This folds up, and that's it. Just one other thing that I want to show you. Now, I've had this thermometer probably for about 2 years, and I would say I've probably had to change the battery twice, so maybe once a year. And let me show you again. The back of this just slides off. I don't know if you can see it, but it just slides off. I just push it, slide it right off. And then there's the L44, just those little round batteries. Just pop that out, put the new one in, and then it's ready to go again. So really super great investment, especially if you do any kind of cooking and you're not a pro. Just love it. So I hope you find this video helpful, and thanks for watching.